Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so it's the ultimate language brain crash. You know the feeling, right? You're speaking smoothly, you hit a past tense, and suddenly, boom, you completely freeze. Well, today, we are completely demystifying the present perfect tense. We're going to break the whole thing down, look at the exact nuts and bolts of how it works, and show you exactly why it's literally one of the absolute best tools in your communication toolkit. Let's dive right into this.
Listen, if you take absolutely nothing else away from our time together today, let this be your golden thread. The present perfect connects past actions with the present moment. Throughout this explainer, I'm going to keep coming back to this exact mantra. This tense is always, and I mean always, about the past and the present together. It's the grammatical bridge between what happened back then and what is happening right now.
Here's a quick look at our agenda for today. 1. Past and present together. 2. How to build it. 3. When to use it. 4. Versus the simple past. 5. Avoiding common mistakes. And finally, 6. We'll test your knowledge. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Past and Present Together.
Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is this thing? Well, the definition is surprisingly simple. The present perfect is a grammatical tense that is about the past and the present together. Imagine you're standing in the present moment, holding a rope that is securely tied to an event in the past. That rope? That's the present perfect. The action might technically be behind you, but you're still holding the connection to it right now. It is a shared reality.
Moving right along to Section 2, How to Build It.
Okay, let's get into the mechanics. Building a positive sentence requires exactly 3 steps. Step 1 is your subject. I, you, we, they, he, she, or it. Step 2 is your helper verb. That's going to be either have or has, depending on your subject. So, I have, but he has. Make sense? And step 3 is the past participle of your main verb. Put them all together and you get sentences like, we have played soccer, or he has cleaned his room. That have or has basically acts as the superglue holding the subject and the past action together.
So what if you want to make it negative? Easy peasy. Turning a positive statement into a negative one is as simple as slapping the word not right after your helper verb. I have not seen that movie. Or you can just use contractions, like haven't or hasn't, like she hasn't finished. Now to ask a question, you just flip those first 2 pieces. Just move have or has to the very front. So instead of you have visited, it becomes have you visited London? Or has she called you?
Now we got to talk about step 3, the past participle. Look, regular verbs are your best friends here. You literally just add ed. Work becomes worked, play becomes played. Simple, right? But the irregular verbs, yeah, this is basically the English language's way of hazing you. The rules completely go out the window. Go turns into gone. Eat becomes eaten. Do transforms into done. Honestly, there's no clever trick here, guys. You just kind of have to sit down and memorize the whole shebang.
Which brings us to Section 3, When to Use It.
All right, let's talk about the real world. The first major scenario is life experiences. Think of this as your personal bucket list. We use the present perfect to talk about things you've done in your entire life, right up to this very second. The absolutely crucial keywords to listen for are ever, never, and before. I have traveled to Brazil. She has never seen snow. Or asking a friend, have you ever eaten sushi? Your entire life is the time frame. And guess what? That time frame is still happening right now.
Moving on to our second scenario, actions that continue until now. Imagine an action started in the past, let's say 2020, and it is still completely true today, 5 years later. The magic keywords here are for and since. And here's the difference, because it's important. We use for to show a duration or period of time, like I have lived here for 5 years. But we use since to point to the exact starting moment, like he has studied English since 2020. Both of these show an action stretching from the past straight into your present reality. And our third scenario is recent actions with a result now. This is when an action happened very recently, but the effect of that action is entirely about the present moment. The big keywords to watch for are just, already, and yet. She has just arrived, meaning she is physically standing right here, right now. I have already done my homework, so I've got a huge smile on my face right now because my evening is totally free. They haven't finished yet means we are actively sitting here waiting in the present.
Just to tie those 3 scenarios together, you really want to look out for these common time expressions. These words are your biggest clues. If you hear them, there's a huge chance you're going to need the present perfect. Ever for experience, never for negative experience, just for very recent actions, already for things happening sooner than you expected, yet for things extending until now, for duration, and since for a starting point. Definitely keep these handy in your mind.
All right, on to section 4, versus the simple past. This is the big one, folks, the moment of truth. The difference comes down to literally one single thing: time. With the present perfect, the time is not specific. I have visited Paris. We don't know when, and frankly, it doesn't matter. The focus is strictly on the experience itself. But with the simple past, the time is specific. I visited Paris in 2022. The second you name the exact date or time it happened, that rope connecting it to the present is cut, and you absolutely must use the simple past.
Let's roll right into section 5, avoiding common mistakes.
We've got a couple of traps to look out for. The first common trap is structural. Take the sentence, I have went to school. Actually, scratch that. Don't say that. It's incorrect because went is the simple past, not the past participle. It should definitely be I have gone to school. The second error is forgetting your subject agreement. She have finished is a total trap because she requires has. So the correct sentence is she has finished. Always, always double-check your helper verb and your past participle.
Oh, and here is another incredibly common mistake. People often ask about life experiences using the simple past. They'll say something like, "Did you ever see this movie?" But wait, remember our keywords. Ever is a giant flashing neon sign telling us we're talking about life experiences connected to the present. So the grammatically bulletproof way to ask this is with the present perfect. Have you ever seen this movie?
Finally, section 6, test your knowledge.
Okay, time to put you on the spot. Let's actively fill in these blanks using those golden rules we just covered. Number 1, I blank never blank sushi. Number 2, she blank already finished. And number 3, it's a question. Blank, you ever traveled abroad? I'll give you just a second. Think about the subject, the helper verb, and that tricky past participle.
Got 'em? Let's see how you did. Here are the answers. For number 1, it's I have never eaten sushi. Have matches I, and eaten is the past participle of eat. For number 2, it's she has already finished. Has naturally matches she. And for the question in number 3, it's have you ever traveled abroad? We start with have because the subject is you. Huge congratulations if you got those right. You've successfully built the bridge.
So, wrapping it all up, the present perfect does one massive, absolutely beautiful job. It connects past actions with the present moment. We use it for our life experiences, for unfinished situations, and for recent actions that actively change our reality today. Let this single anchor stick with you long after this explainer is over. The present perfect is about the past and the present together. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you going to continue to leave your memories trapped in history, or are you finally ready to use language to bridge your past into your present reality? Thanks so much for joining me today.